Okay, so I'm back. I cut a few mats. I cut my 3 3/8 by 3 1/2. A couple of them are sideways. There wasn't too many papers that I had to pay attention to the direction of, so that was good. Okay, well, let's see. Trying to stack all these up the correct way. If you can get them all to stack up, you know you cut them right. Okay, so there we go. 16 mats at 3 3/8 by 3 1/2. And then I took the time to measure this page. I forgot. In this small page mat, I measured at 2 3/4 by 3 3/8. So that is the mat size, 2 3/4 by 3 3/8. And that is for both the front and back of that. And it gives you about an 1/8 inch on either side and a 1/16 on top and bottom. So I'm okay with that. Now, I decided that I had papers that I hadn't used yet. So I'm going to cut the rest of the mats of this side out of the rest of these papers. So there'll be new designs. And then you can also get a good cut out of the leftover from the mat from this. And I also kept the little piece of paper drop or scrap from cutting the first mats. It went like right here. Like this was the cut. You know what I mean? So I'm keeping these because I can use 8 of these at least on my belly bands. So I'll have to cut like a little bit off, but that's okay. So I'm not throwing those away. I'm keeping those. So let's see. So far I haven't thrown anything away yet. Now, for the 2 3/4 by 3 3/8, I'll go ahead and start cutting those. I've already cut a couple. 2 3/4 by 3 3/8. Every once in a while I just check to make sure it's the right size. And then this piece I'm going to toss. So far those are that's the only piece of paper I'm throwing away. So again, 2 3/4. And you want to watch which way you're cutting these. 2 3/4, like you're looking at it, the 2 3/4 direction, and then the 3 3/8 this way. And this would be a neat piece to put like a music note embellishment on. And then again, I'm throwing that piece away. I'll move you up a little bit here. Okay, I cut the rest of these. So while I'm doing this, you know, I do the shares, and then I've been doing the voiceovers for the Project Life Process videos, and there's never time. Like the Project Life Process videos, they go so daggone quick that let me make sure I'm doing this right. 2 3/4 by 3 3/8. That you don't have any time. You don't have any extra time. I mean, you're like, this is this product and this is this product, and you just don't have any time to chat. So, and then the shares, you really don't want to go on forever. Like my shares usually last about 7 minutes for an 8-page album. So I never have time to chat. So this is kind of neat to be able to just like hang out and talk. And I'm trying to think too, so excuse me for saying and stuff a lot. But let's see, what can I talk about? There's lots of things to talk about. Oh, I cut that one wrong. See, maybe I shouldn't talk. Okay, I'm gonna have an odd size scrap. That's okay. That goes with the odd size scraps that I made when I made the cover. 2 3/4 by 3 3/8. Okay, so we got a little bit of the tree. Unfortunately, I cut off the biggest part of the tree. Double check my size again. And these ones I made the wrong size. I guess that's why I shouldn't talk. This one I made the wrong size. I forgot to cut off the 3 3/8 part, I think. 3 3/8. Okay. It's kind of strange. It's like one wolf eye. I wonder if that's going to make a difference. Nobody's going to see it. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to make sure. Oh, so these are the drops from the big mats. And they fit another mat on them. So I'm probably going to end up pulling more new paper into it. But at least we get to use up what we have. And then the 2 small pieces from this, that goes in the trash. So I'm not throwing a whole lot away. And I don't know if I said it before, I need 16 of these. 2 3/4. And then I always try and cut off, especially if I'm throwing a part away, I try and cut off the part that was up, attach the paper to the paper pack. And what I do, so that I don't miscount like I did before when I was making the pages, is I just count out how many pieces of paper I need to make how many mats I need. So 2 3/4. I have one more of this size mat to do. 2 3/4 by 3 3/8. And I like cutting all my mats at the same time. If all the pages are the same, like these are, I like cutting all my mats at the same time because then, oh, I forgot this one. 3 3/8. Because then I can kind of put them all together and make sure that there's not 2 right next to each other that are the same or whatever. So far I haven't thrown a whole lot of stuff away. I mean, this is very scrap friendly. Okay, so there's my 16. I'm gonna double check just in case. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 mats. Okay, so we have the pages covered. Okay, I'm going to do the belly bands next. And these are 1-inch thick belly bands, so we need 7/8 of an inch by 3 1/2, I think. Let's see. 3, okay, so these are 3 3/8. These are drops. These are scraps from something else. So all I'm going to do is, this is already 3 3/8 from what we cut before. I'm going to take 8 of these and cut them down to 7/8 of an inch. So I'm taking an 1/8 inch off of one side because these are 1 inch right now. So I'm just going to pick a few. I like that one. I don't really want the black one.
Like this one. I want some different colors if I can find them. Like that one, there's half of what I need, that's 4. This one's pretty bright. I don't have any blues. 5 6. I like this one, we'll do this one. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, and these are going to be trash. Unless you can think of something else to do with them, I can't throw them away. Okay. So I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off of this, which on my cutter happens to be the distance from the cut line to the end of the little white thing. So I'm going to take that off, and it did not cut straight. I can already tell you that. So you can see how it's off a little bit. I'm going to try it again. Let's see here. take off that little bitty tiny bit. And if I line it up on that line, that should work. So hold it down tight. And let's see if that did any better of a job. No, it's still really crooked. Okay. I'm going to get another one out of here. Start over. I'm going to use this one. So I was going for a lighter color. I'm going to use one of the red ones. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to line my little piece of paper up on that line. I just changed my little plastic thing, so that shouldn't be a problem. And let's see what I got this time. That is close enough for me. I took an 1/8 inch off. So 7/8 of an inch by 3 3/8 for the belly band mat. Is that called mat? Yeah, it's called mat. Okay. And I'm pushing down hard. I'm going to come up here. Maybe that helps. Since I'm not using the edge anyways. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to try a bunch of different things. Okay, so if I line it up on the edge, and I hold down really hard here, that seems to have worked better. I use this part of my trimmer a lot, so it gets my blade plastic, whatever that plastic thing is, it gets used well. But, alright. So I'm going to take an 1/8 inch off each one of these, making them 7/8 of an inch by 3 3/8 for the belly band again. Okay. So, this is pretty mindless. I don't have to measure anything, so I'm not going to mess it up. What I was saying before
is stuff to talk about while I'm doing one of these tutorial videos, besides measurements and paper and plans for the future. I think of random facts usually as things happen, but then I think, wouldn't it be nice to share these random facts with other people? So I thought of some while I was cutting that other piece of paper, when I was cutting my large mat, and one of them that I would like to share with everybody, and it's something that I found online, but my dog got sprayed by a skunk the other day. And I have 2 Great Pyrenees, and they're big, very large, 130-ish pounds, and they're white. And I know about the tomato juice thing, and I could not bring myself for anything to pour red tomato juice all over my white dog. So what did I do? I looked up online and I found a recipe to get the skunk smell off, and it was a quart of water, a 3 teaspoons of hydrogen peroxide, and 3 teaspoons of dishwashing liquid. And of course, after you got done doing that, you had to bathe them, but that was okay. And it worked. It really worked. So I was happy about that. So random fact number 1. To get off skunk smell, use that recipe. Okay, so I got my tags here. They're measuring about 3.5 inches this way, so we're going to go tags measure 3.5, so we're going to go 3.25 by, and I only want to go up to this little humpy-doo thing, so I'm going to go 2.25. So the tag mats are 3.25 by 2.25. Now, if you were just doing this without the Cameo cuts, you can easily make your own tags. You can just make rectangular tags, and you would want those to be about 3.5 by 3.5. And you can put the decorative edge on them. You can put a tab pull on them, which is what I normally do. So you don't have to use this tag. You can make your own tags. And then you can put ribbon through here too, if you choose to do so. So I have 8 tags, and I'm only going to mat one side of the tags. So the tags mats, I'll write down my belly band. The tag mats are 3.25 by 2.25. Okay, so I have all these pieces of paper. I don't think I'm going to use as much paper on this one as I did the other one. Of course, I measured a lot of things wrong the first time. So, surprise. Okay, so I have 2.25 is pretty small. So let's see if I have any. This is a little over 2.25. This is 2.25. So everything bigger than this I can use. So all these strange offcuts from the cover and the one I did wrong, I can use. This I can't use. Okay, so 2 1/4. Again, I'm still working from large to small. This, I think, is bigger or equal to my next smallest, and I need 8 of these. So 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. There's one. I'm going to throw that away, as cute as it is. 2 1/4. I'm taking a sliver off of this one to make it 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. There's 2. I'll go ahead and throw that away. Some of these I want to keep because I have to make little stoppers unless I find some stickers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm sure I'll have plenty though. Okay, so 2 1/4. Taking a sliver off of this one. And the the tags, I don't really worry about what direction the pattern's going in, because if you pull out a tag, you can pull it out either way. But if you do care, then you can change what direction, you know, and just watch for the directional change. Another thing you can do is you can round the corners. Of course, you can do decorative corner punches around all the pages. You can do it on the main page. You can do it before you even start. So that's always an option. Like I said, I'm just making this simple, simple, simple. Well, this one has a bad edge on it, so I'm going to cut that edge off. This almost will work without cutting anything off at all that way. Almost. Okay, 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. I may speed this part up. I don't know if you guys, I mean, because you guys can stop the video.
So, to do this, we'll see how long it is, and then determine whether or not I gotta cut some stuff out. This is a bigger piece, 2 1/4. Maybe I might keep this big long strip, so that I still gotta make little stoppers. Okay, so there are all the mats for my tags, because I'm only gonna do one side. And let's see here. Yep, that's what it'll look like. And you can round these corners if you want, and it'll kind of match up with those corners. So that's up to you too.
So I'm gonna set these off to the side. So far I've got my 16 of these mats for these 2 pages, front and back. And I got 16 of these mats. I got my 8 tag mats. Okay, and then these little just square photo mats. Again, you can decorative punch the tops or the corners or wherever you want. These measure 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. So I'm gonna make these mats 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. I'm gonna make them 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Again, that's the same as the last one. So the tags and these mats have the same size. I'll call them photo mats. I don't know what to call those. Photo things. Okay, I'll call them photo things if I think of something else before I do the video, or before I do the tutorial. I'll let you know. And then the file folders are the last ones we have to do. And these measure 2 1/4-ish by 3 3 and an 1/8. So I'm going to make these 3. I'm going to try 2 1/4 because that's like an 1/8 over. So let's try 3 by 2 1/4. I'm going to write those down. 2 by 3 1/4. Okay, so 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 and 2 by 3 1/4. So I'm going to try 2, and I'll have drops off of these. Scraps off of these I can make placeholders with, but I'm going to search my stash to see if I have anything cool. 2 by 3 1/4, and again, I'm not worried about the direction of these. Yeah, I messed that up really bad. It's nowhere near big enough. I think it was supposed to be. Hang on. Oh, okay, yeah. 2 1/4, which is not what I wrote down. Oh, okay, I got it backwards. So 2 1/4 by 3. Okay, so this, I can't use that. Okay. I wrote down the totally wrong thing. You guys probably knew that. Okay, so 2 1/4 by 3. I'm just taking another sliver off of this. Actually, I'm going to see if that won't work without doing that. And that fits really good. This one, yeah, you have to take that sliver off or round the corners, one or the other. Well, maybe, yeah. We're gonna take this, either take the sliver off or round the corners. I am gonna make 16 of these, or yeah, 16 of these. I'm covering the back and the front. The nice thing is that they are half the size of what you have cut out in drops here. So this is 4 1/2, which is the size of the paper, 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. So you can cut this right down in half. It's already 2 1/4, and then you just cut that 1/16 of an inch maybe off to make the 3. So that's what I'm going to do next. So I need 16 of them, so that means I'm going to be using 8 pieces of paper that are this size. And I don't have too many that are short like that anyways, so I'm going to cut this way first. 2 1/4 by 3, so I'm going to cut the 3-inch side and then cut it directly in half, 2 1/4, and that's going to give me 2 mats. Okay, so there's 1, 2, that's 4 actually, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so those are all those mats. I'm going to have to pull some more paper out to finish off those mats. Okay, so first I'm going to cut the 3 inches. And then cut in half at 2 1/4. 3 inches. Cut in half at 2 1/4. This goes really fast if you do it this way. This is to do all the mats at the same time. That is the quickest way to do this. So let's see, 3. Still just taking that little fraction of an inch off. Oops, ow, sorry. By 2 1/4. Couple more. 3, and I'm not doing the insides of the file folders. I'm going to leave those blank. You can use a white gel pen to write on those. 3 by 2 1/4. Almost done, guys. Alright. So double check my count. Got 8 file folders here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set those off to the side. Make sure I have 16 mats, so I don't have this false sense of accomplishment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All good. Okay. One more to go. And then we gotta find something to make our little stoppers out of. Double check.